Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I wanted to, before I read Naomi's message, if I can kindly, with your permission, I introduce the Flone team. If you're working for Flone or here supporting Flone, please be upstanding so that our delegates can actually be able to see your faces. In case of any challenge, in case of any support that you require, we will be there to support you. Flone volunteers, Flone staff, please be upstanding. So we are here for you. In case of any challenge, please feel free to engage. As Gachau has mentioned, of course, my name is Reuben Gachau. I'm the Deputy Director at Flone Initiative Trust. Our chief guest, Her Excellency Honorable Mother Karua, National Leader in the Republic of Kenya, the Chairperson of the National Gender and Equality Commission, Honorable Rehema Jaldesa, the Program Director of the Transport and Climate Change at GIZ, Ms. Hannah Salian, esteemed government officials, development partners, private sector executives, leaders of the public transport organizations, academia, civil society representatives, innovators, researchers, and all protocols observed, good morning. Good morning once more. On behalf of the Flone Initiative Trust, it is our profound honor to host you at the 2025 Women Transport Africa Conference, an annual gathering dedicated to advancing gender equality and remaining mobility or imagining mobility across the continent. Your presence reflects a shared commitment to building transport systems where women are safe, empowered, and able to lead. We meet at a time when women make up less than 15% of Africa's formal transport workforce, yet shoulder over 70% of the daily mobility responsibilities. This contrast makes our theme Leading the Way, Mobility Reimagined, and that is actually our conference theme for this year. Both urgent and deeply inspiring. Today we gather to reflect, share insights, challenge norms, strengthen our collective resolve to embed women's leadership, improve safety, and champion innovations that put women at the center of mobility transformation. Since 2019, Flone Initiative Trust and its partners have grown this platform into one of Africa's most influential convenings on inclusive mobility. Over the past 6 years, we have generated evidence that informs national and regional policy, supported more than 2,500 women professionals and entrepreneurs, and contributed to the development of gender-responsive mobility frameworks. The journey ahead is clear: scaling gender-inclusive transport standards, strengthening the data systems, and expanding training programs that prepare women for emerging technologies. From Africa's transport sectors is undergoing a profound shift. Digital innovation, electrification, climate-smart mobility, and regional integration are shaping how people and goods move across the continent. Yet persistent gaps remain. Over 80% of women report safety concern, and fewer than 10% occupy senior leadership roles. This conference is therefore more than a gathering, it is a call to action. It is a call to lead the private sector, particularly the public transport organizations, towards more inclusive workforce policies, safer operational standards, and systems that recognize women not only as passengers but as leaders and equal participants in the transport economy. As we begin our discussions, I invite us to reflect on the roles we play in advancing this agenda. How can governments and regional bodies strengthen policies and frameworks that guarantee safe, equitable, accessible mobility for women? 2, how can private sector partners and public transport organizations redesign operations, technologies, and leadership structures to advance women's participation and safety? 3, how can development partners and civil society deepen evidence generation, capacity building, and support for women-led innovations? Number 4, how can researchers strengthen the knowledge base on mobility, climate, gender, and safety to inform meaningful reforms? We are happy already we have a partner who is willing to take up these conversations after this conference to be able to ensure that the rallying call that will be generated is actually, of course, generated to a wider audience. So that is really a milestone that we want to celebrate after that. And how can each of us champion equal opportunities, inclusive workforce cultures, and safe environments for women across the transport sector? The progress we celebrate today has been made possible through partnerships, shared vision, and unwavering commitment. The Flone initiative extends heartfelt appreciation to national governments, regional institutions, development partners, private sector allies, public transport organizations, the academia, civil society donors, volunteers, and our organizing teams for standing with us. With great pride, on behalf of the Flone Initiative, I welcome you all to the 2025 Women Transport Africa Conference. May the conversations and the commitments, collaborations formed here inspire transformative solutions, measurable and lasting change. Welcome all, and let us continue leading the way. Mobility reimagined. Thank you. And thank you again for working this journey with us. Thank you very much.